Hey there, YouTube. This is Busted Billets again. Just wanted to do a little video here on some of the points that I've done. Haven't been napping for too long, a little bit under a year, but figured I'd take a few of them out here and give you guys a little look-see. The first point that I started with over here is a little piece of Onondaga shirt that I found out in the field. Brought it home and tried doing a little bit of napping on it, and made kind of a little classic Lamoka style point. Pretty crude, but not too bad for my first attempt ever. As you can see, it's fairly thin, but. And over here to the other side, I've got a little turkey tail that I kind of chipped out of some Cortex material off of a piece of English flint. I kind of made a little turkey tail. As you can see, it's pretty thin, but it's made out of a flake, but I really like the two-tone color that this little piece has. The next point that I made was from a piece of Keokuk shirt. And I made this out of a little flake that I had off of that. Most of my points so far have been from flakes. And as you can see, I'm still learning on getting my flakes to travel. I didn't really get too many to travel on this side, but I was able to get a few of them to travel along this edge. Then I started getting into some of these little metalwood style points, which quite a few of the guys around here find these around our area and up to down through Pennsylvania, Ohio, a lot of the northeastern states. And I made a few of them out of a couple of different types of material. I'm not exactly sure what kind of material this was. I think this might have been some Texas tabular stuff that I had gotten from a guy at the last napping. This one here is the last point I made. I made this one at the 2017 nap-in at Mr. Paleo Man 52's. Sort of classic Lamoka style, a little bit more refined than what we find around here. And this one here is my first ever Cahokia point, and this one was made out of a little piece of Flint Ridge chalcedony, out of a flake that I had gotten. And then this one down here was my first ever attempt at a little Dalton. It started out a lot bigger, but I ended up breaking it in half down towards the tip and had to shorten her down a little bit. But on this one, I was able to get a little bit better flaking, especially along this side. I don't know if you can see some of the flakes running across this way. But this one here turned out, pretty thin. The edges are nice and sharp. And then some of you who ever watched my last video will recognize this. This is the old flask that I found. Got her all cleaned up. Still got the old cork topper in there. And I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but there is an awful lot of bubbles in this glass. And there's a really, really good size one right there. But didn't notice any of those until I finally got her cleaned up. And I just started napping some of the bottle bottoms that I had gotten, but haven't gotten anything fully worked out yet. But these are my first few pieces, and I guess you could kind of call this my first keeper case. Anyways, till next time.